Hey there, Fashion Crossroads fans. How are you doing today? It's Kylene coming to you live from Fashion Crossroads in downtown Casper with Wednesday wardrobing. These videos are all about teaching you the latest trends, tips, tricks, all the things that you need to know to be your very, very best fashionista. So tonight's Wednesday wardrobing is all about the most important color trends for fall 2022. If you've been keeping up with my Wednesday wardrobing videos, you have already seen I've done style trends and fabric trends for fall 2022, but my favorite is always to talk about color trends. Because I think it's really, really cool. Color theory is really, really cool to me. I can kind of geek out on it. And the whole connection between the colors that manufacturers choose and how that relates to the political and social events of the world and of our country. I just think that's a really, really neat connection. So I'm going to be talking about that tonight, as well as showing you examples of the most important colors. Hey there. Hi, Kyla. How are you? Good to see you, girlfriend. Okay, so in this season, we have kind of a juxtaposition of colors that are nurturing and colors that are bold and bright. I always go to Pantone, or I think it's Pantone. It's P-A-N-T-O-N-E. The website, they're a color forecasting company. That's what they do. They forecast colors seasons and years in advance. They talked about this color palette being at the same time our desire to be comforted, because we're still in this post-COVID, if you can call it post-COVID, I guess maybe a new world post-pandemic where things have changed, and we're still dealing with the effects of that. We're still, seeing shipping delays and shortages and increasing prices, all related to the impact that that pandemic had on our entire world and our global economy. So we're in this place where we're like on the other side of it, sort of. It's still happening. People are still getting sick, but at the same time, it's better than it was. There's this sense of wanting comfort still and wanting some stability in the midst of all the changes. And then at the same time, there's also this desire to be bold, be free, like not have any constraints anymore. And so you see that in the two different sides of the color palette for this season. And I think that's super cool as a reflection of kind of our national psyche, so to speak. No matter what you think about COVID, I think we can all agree that we have had major changes happen in our society, in our world. We're all dealing with that, and it has an impact on us. We also are all coming out of a place where we had some level of restriction, whether it was, like here in Wyoming, not so much, or in other places, major restriction, and that need to not have restriction anymore. And so anyway, I want you to see if you can see that juxtaposition in the color palette this season. Okay. So the first, I gotta go this direction. The first thing I wanna talk about are the core classic colors. So these are the foundational colors that are gonna be the anchor to your wardrobe this season. They're gonna be your bottom colors, so to speak. If you are someone who can do color on top, but you kind of keep it neutral on the bottom, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your core colors, the bases of your wardrobe this season. So first and foremost, and I'm going to tell you the colors that the names of these colors, because they're kind of funny actually also. Arctic Wolf is the first one, and it is it's this color in here. So it is this kind of oatmeal-ish tan. It's very neutral, very easy, can pair with lots of cool colors. You can see here how great it looks with gray It's oatmeal is great to go back with gray. And of course, with all of these colors, you will have warmer ones and cooler ones, but this one is really more of a cool kind of oatmeal color. So that's Arctic Wolf. And then the next one they are calling Autumn Blonde. And Autumn Blonde is the warmer cream of the season. So it is this very rich, very pretty ivory color. This is your classic winter white. So, you know, if you have been missing winter whites in the color palette, we have it this season. This is the season to buy winter white pants if you are so inclined, because we should be able to find some winter whites out there, even in bottoms. This is a great little example in a sweater. I don't have winter white bottoms, but it would be a great season to get them. Okay, I don't know why I keep wanting to go back there. I started out putting the clothes back there, so that's why I'm like, whoa, where's those clothes? Okay, next is Polar Night, and it is navy, but with a little bit of a lighter color in it. So you can see it's not like dark navy. It's a little lighter than that. It's still a nice, dark, easy blue. I mean, I think this is like a classic denim blue, if that helps you to kind of picture it. Arctic blue is a great color. It pairs up beautifully with cream, beautifully with gray. It's on the cool end of the spectrum. And it's a great basic color for like pants, skirts, jackets, things like that. Very easy color to pair with lots of different things. And if you get stressed about blues, just think about your jeans and how you can wear anything with your jeans. That is, when you're dealing with these denim blues, it's the same kind of idea. If you could wear it with your jeans, you can wear it with these blues. All right, and then the next core color is Loden Frost. And this is like my jam. I love greens, and I love like mountainy greens. This is Loden Frost. This is a great example of this color. It's this beautiful kind of combination between emerald green and a little bit more of a Loden green kind of is what I would call it. Beautiful color, again, great with those blues, great with gray, especially if you're doing the cool tone gray, cool tone, what did they call this? Loden Frost. You know, think mountains, think evergreens, think, you know, brown and cranberry, and all of those colors are going to be beautiful with this color. And guys, you know, that's a really great tip. So if you struggle with color pairings, like if it doesn't come naturally to you to be like, oh, I know what to put with that, there's two things that you can do that will really, really help you. First of all, think about nature and how nature pairs colors. So you have like the beach, right? You've got sand and you peach and light blues and turquoise blues and all of those colors together. And then you've got like the mountains, like what I was just talking about, dark evergreens, chocolate browns, olive greens, rusts, yellows. So think about how nature does it and just follow its lead, because nature does a great job of pairing colors up together. And so if you can get out of your head a little bit and think about that, sometimes that will help you come up with new color pairing ideas. Also, prints. Like a lot of times, I will look at prints, like if I have scarves or tops in my closet that have colors combined, like for example, this mineral print that I have on tonight from Simply. It has mushroom and this beautiful teal and black and chocolate brown all paired up together. Your prints can give you some great ideas on how to pair things too. So there's a couple tips for you. Hey guys, hello Linda, hello Michelle, Guyla I already said hello to, yes, okay. All right, so, and then the last one In the core colors, they are calling chisel, which is dark charcoal gray. Okay, so it's not a dove gray, it's a deep, rich gray. This is a super great example. This top from Simply, Simply calls this, I think, charcoal. What do they call this color? Graphite. Great name. Graphite gray. So like if you think about pencil, that pencil gray, that's a great example of the charcoal that is the kind of the core color. Again, great neutral, goes with so many different things. Gray is actually a super great neutral because if you think about it, you compare it with pinks, you compare it with blues, you compare it with pinks, blues, tans. Like here's this oatmeal and gray paired up together. And they're doing it here too. This is an oatmeal color as well. Lots of options with gray. It's a great neutral to add to your wardrobe if you're sick of just black bottoms. Gray is a great neutral to add. All right, so those are the core colors. Those are the foundational colors that you're going to build your wardrobe around. And then the rest of the colors are going to be pops of color that you add in. So some of these are going to be way outside of our box here in Wyoming because we tend to want to blend in with our environment. We don't like to stand out. We want to look like we fit in with the trees and the aspen and the browns and all of that. As opposed to being, look, here I am. And I don't know if that's a Western kind of mentality. It could just be part of, growing up with nature all around us. But you can still bring in those pops of colors. The brighter, more out there colors, I don't even bring into the store. But you might find those, like you might add a pop of color in a handbag or a pop of color with some accessories if some of these brighter colors are just way outside of your box. All right, so let's talk about those. So first and foremost is Lava Falls, and my little mannequin here has a great example of that on. This shacket is a super great example of Lava Falls. So you can see it's a really deep, rich red. Think lava, right? Very good explanation of it. Very, very pretty, deep, rich red. We can do red here in Wyoming. That's not a problem. It's not too out there. And especially looks great paired up with black, paired up with gray, and even your blue, red and blue together. Think jeans again. Would you put this red with jeans? Of course you would. So you can do that red and blue together. So that's the lava color. And then next is the Samoan Sun, otherwise known as mustard. But it's not like French's mustard. It's more sunshiny mustard. Again, this color is beautiful, popped against blue. I love mustard and blue together. That's a great way to kind of change up your blue a little bit. Mustard and teal are gorgeous together. And then of course, all the beautiful rusts that are in the market this season are going to be great paired up with mustard. So like I said, think sunshine, but not like bright yellow sunshine, a little bit more muted. All right, next, I didn't have an example of because I didn't buy it for the store, but it is Orange Tiger. Okay, so very much like navel orange. That's how I would describe that. Beautiful pop of color. I don't necessarily know why I didn't get any for this store. It may be just that I didn't like the style plus the color mixed together, or I could have been a little scared of it too. Like I said, we don't tend to do the super bright pops of color here in Wyoming. At least I don't, my customers don't tend to want that. So sometimes I stay away from that, but I do want you to know that that is a pretty color, pop of color for the season. All right, next is Rose Violet, and I have a good example of that. This is a cute little oversized sweater. This is not fuchsia. Oops, I get too close to that light. I got a new light. Do you like it? Do you like the light? Is it good? Are you seeing the colors well? But if I get too close, it turns me kind of like pale. Anyway, this is not Pepto-Bismol pink. This is more raspberry, like pink raspberry would be a great way to describe this color. And this is good. I mean, we can do this. This is still, you know, cheerful, still a little bit like springy, but not like crazy over the top, you know, bright color where you feel like you're coming and going every, you know, when you're walking down the street. So really pretty color. I do like that a lot. And then the next one I didn't have an example of in the store, but we're quite familiar with it here in Casper, Kelly green. So Kelly Walsh green, right? So Kelly green is another important color trend. Again, a great pop of color if you're wanting like a little bit of scarf or jewelry or a handbag or something like that. Kelly green is a beautiful way to do that. And there are people who look beautiful in Kelly green. I am not one of them, but blondes tend to look really, really great in Kelly green. So if that's you, then know that that color is trendy this season. Okay, then also nosegay, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's N-O-S-E-G-A-Y. Okay, so you girls, how would you pronounce that? Nosegay? I don't know. I'm like, no, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Anyway, it is kind of like, well, it's like a bright pink. This is it right here. This pink right here. This is a super cute little tie-dye sweater from Democracy. You know, great example of Democracy being right on top of the trends with this sweater. And, you know, again, I love this whole idea of pink in the winter. I think it's great. And like paired up with gray, how pretty would that be? And the gray would just kind of anchor this. So, you know, it would make this work, right? Even in the wintertime. So this is beautiful. And again, there's something very, I don't know, uplifting about wearing a little bit more springier color in the winter when it's trendy to do so. And that is what this says to me. Even, you know, with some jeans or something would be a great way to wear this color. So I did have this one example of this color in the store. So I was proud of myself for that. Okay, next is water spout. And water spout, oh, I forgot to grab one, but I have a very similar color. So this is very similar to water spout. This is a little bit muted. The color that's trendy this season is a little bit brighter. This is the idea though. It's this kind of soft tealy blue color. Again, beautiful back with blues, you know, gorgeous, gorgeous. Of course, very good with grays. Really nice kind of, again, somewhat springy-esque color, like the pink, but love it kind of turned on its head and worn in the winter with sweaters or scarves or anything like that. So really pretty color there. And then we have Caramel Cafe. So the closest thing that I had to this, I think, based upon the picture, are all of these beautiful rusts. And I have so many rusts in the store. And that's probably my bias because I love rust. But it was a predominant color at market. And that's why I have it, because every vendor had this great, beautiful rust color in their line this season. So for me, this is one of the strongest colors. This and olive green were one of the strongest colors that I saw at market, and definitely are represented in my inventory right now. So I love, love, love this. And again, I showed you how pretty the mustard yellow is popped against that. Of course, your rusts are going to be great with your browns, your creams, all of your warmer toned colors beautiful together. And then next was Midnight, but to me this is more your classic teal green. So this is a Simply top with this color. They're calling this Dragonfly. I love that because if you think about a dragonfly, that beautiful teal blue that's on the body of a dragonfly, that is the color. So just gorgeous. This is one of those colors that most everybody can wear. It's actually a super versatile color because you can pair it with grays, you can pair it with browns. It's just a really, really easy, blacks of course, really easy color to wear. So they are calling that Midnight. I say teal. That will help you not confuse it with like navy, which to me is what Midnight says. And then last is Martini Olive. And again, tons of this in the store this season. And again, probably my bias as a buyer because I love olive green. I especially love the cooler greens. They're easier for more people to wear than the warmer greens. And so there are a ton of really pretty cool greens that are not yellowy, but more with a blue undertone that are out there this season that are just gorgeous and really good, earthy, Wyoming-esque colors to wear. Whenever I buy olive, it always sells. And I think that's, again, because we like to blend in with our environment. And olive is definitely blending into our mountain environment that we have out there. Alrighty, you guys, that is the color story for this season. Water spout, waterfall, whatever the color looks good with the brown you're wearing. Thank you, Gyla. I love that green. Yes, me too, Susan. I do too. Do you think nosegay is right? Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm like, it's so odd, right? I mean, like, I'm sure that there's a reason that they called it that, but it's not. I don't know what it is. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a kind of a crazy color. Let's see. Looks like purple pink. Yes, Michelle. Love the color of orange. Gyla, of course you do, because it looks great on you. Gyla is a very autumn. She's a very autumn color, so she can wear orange really, really well. Hello, Linda. Let's see, and I saw Christy Herndon. Hi, Christy, how are you? And Susan Cunningham. Okay, guys. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to ask that, and I'm going to keep talking, and then I'm going to give time for the questions to come through because there's always a little bit of a lag. So, a couple things I want you to know about. Live sale tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll have clothing from the outlet and clothing from Fashion Crossroads. We're going to have just launched clothing from the outlet for that live sale tomorrow night. We are doing a Hocus Pocus theme. So make sure you watch Hocus Pocus, the first movie, tonight or tomorrow, because we're giving away a $5, a $10, a $15, and a $20 online store credit to 4 live watchers. But the way that you get in the mix for that is you have to answer my trivia questions about Hocus Pocus correctly. And they're going to get harder. So the $5 one is going to be pretty easy. The $20 one, you're going to have watched the movie to get. All right, so watch the movie so you can get a chance to get in on that fun little trivia game that we're doing. So again, that's live sale tomorrow night right here on our Fashion Crossroads Fashionistas page at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Also, we have tickets for sale for our fundraising fashion show for the mission. That is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 22nd at 11 o'clock, 11:30. We are having the ladies from the discipleship program of the mission be our models. They're going to be modeling an outfit from the outlet and an outfit from Fashion Crossroads. We're doing very much of a business focus. The fashion show theme is get that job that you have always wanted, get that promotion, level up and get that next promotion. Guyla is going to be here. She is a coach. She's going to be talking about some great topics from her brand new book that she's just published. I'm going to be talking about how to wardrobe for work. So how to get the most number of pieces out of your wardrobe for your work so that you can maximize that. So please come buy tickets. They're $15. All of the proceeds are going to go to the mission. We really want to support these ladies. They've gone through this discipleship program. It's been a long journey for them. They're graduating. They're entering back into the world. Fashion Crossroads is donating the outfit that they get from FC Outlet. But we haven't sold any tickets, and if we can't sell tickets, then we can't have the fashion show. So please make sure that you come, share the event with your friends. It'd be a great kind of girlfriend thing to do. You can come down for the fashion show, then go have lunch after. It'll be super great, and you'll be supporting a super great cause. All right. So that is Saturday, the 22nd at 11:30. The tickets are $15. All the proceeds are going to the mission, and they are on sale here at Fashion Crossroads. All right. So live sale, fashion show, those are the two things you need to know. All right, you guys, have a great night unless there are any questions. Good evening, Michelle, you too. Let's see if there's any questions. Nope. Oh, Michelle Mallet. Nose fay is Old English meaning a bunch of flowers. Well, I can kind of see that with that pink. It's very like flower-ish. Maybe that's it. But they said that they spelled it with a G, not a F. So I don't know. Did you miss type when you were typing, or is it really nose fay and not nose gay? Anyway, let me know. It will solve the mystery about the color. Okay? Nosegay. All right, Michelle. So there we go. There's the explanation. Now you know. So not only do you learn great tips about fashion from watching these videos, you get a word of the week, right? Now you all can be like, nosegay. And people are going to be like, what? And then you can explain it. Yeah, fun. Okay. All right. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Talk to you later.